Steak frites is a classically delicious French dish of, you guessed it, fries and steak. Ours is not classic, but ours will be delicious. And ours will not be classic because the classic version generally uses a little New York strip, New York steak. Doesn't have to be little, but you know, cooked beautifully, cut beautifully, that. So I'm not using that, I'm using this. I almost hit myself in the head. I'm using this 3+ pound prime, what's this called again?
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk, I keep forgetting the name of it. This, we're gonna reverse sear this. We're gonna finish it in cast iron, but a very fun way. And yes, there will be fries, but we're gonna make garlic truffle Parmesan fries. Our own, hand cut. Damn, I've been salivating about this all day, thinking about it. And this guy, oh God, I could just...
Just what?
I don't know. I didn't mean that. But I'm telling you, the smell of a great piece of aged steak is fantastic. Okay, let's get this guy easily and simply seasoned up to go into the oven. That hits the deck with some authority, doesn't it? Okay, only a couple things. Neutral oil, just to help our seasoning stick a bit. And then of course, our buddy Kosher Salt and pepper, which you know I keep mixed. And you can season aggressively because it's such a big ass piece. I'm gonna give a little garlic powder, too. And then you cannot forget these sides of this, so just continue all the way along. Same. This guy. Salt, pepper, garlic, SPG. And I've said it before, so I'll repeat it because I repeat myself, because I never know who's new. It might look like a lot, but remember, you're not getting a slice of it this way, you're getting a slice of it this way, so you get a little edge that has all this seasoning on it. You just never know who's new to the channel. So yes, I'm repeating something you may have heard, but what about the new kids? Now we take a rack, my preferred way to get it off the deck. We put it down like that, and it's ready to go into the oven. The oven's at 250. We're gonna cook this slow, and what that's gonna do is it's going to allow it to cook beautifully all the way through evenly. When I cut this open, it'll be perfect. Medium rare, edge to edge, top to bottom, side to side, end to end, middle to...
Soup to nuts.
Soup to nuts, uphill and downhill. It'll be perfect. But we'll sear it to give it some beautiful color and some crust. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna pull this kid out of the oven when it's somewhere between 125 and 130. A couple minutes searing, it'll bring it to a beautiful spot, and we're gonna love it. So I put this in the oven. I'll make a little garlic compound butter thing first, and then the fries, and then this comes out, we sear, we're happy, and we all go home. Well, I'll stay here, they can go home. Thank you, Helix Sleep, for sponsoring this video. How long have you had your mattress? Well, I can't hear your response, but I'm gonna guess there's a lot of you out there that moved out from home and have that same mattress. And you know what? That's not cutting it anymore. It's not cutting it for you, it's not cutting it for your back, and it's probably not cutting it for your partner. That's why Helix Sleep is here to save the day. I've had mine for, I don't know what, a couple years now, and it's one of the greatest things I own. Kelly, Mrs. Cooking Guy, says the exact same thing. She wouldn't trade it for nothing. And why is it great? Well, it's great because it's not one size fits all. They make it for you. You take a quiz. You answer questions about how you like to sleep. Are you a side sleeper? Do you sleep on your back? Do you toss and turn? You answer the questions. They come down to the mattress that is correct for you. There's no warehouse you go to. There's no creepy salesman. Sorry, mattress salesman, but some of you could be creepy. You order it online. It comes in a box. You undo the box, the mattress unfolds like this. You jump on, the dogs jump on, and that is the beginning of your best sleep ever. And let's say you don't like it after the 100 nights, they'll pick it up from you for free and take it away. Try it out. Not a month, not 2 months, not 3 months, 100 nights. And to make it even better, there's financing options and flexible payment plans. Look, I love my Helix and I think you will too. So if you're looking for a new bed, and you probably should be, check out Helix. Just click on the link below or go to helixsleep.com/cookingguy for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. helixsleep.com/cookingguy for up to $200 off and a couple free pillows. Simple. That's butter. Soft butter. This is finely chopped up shallot. I don't think I'll use all of it. Maybe like a good Good tablespoon and a half. Oh, screw it. Use all of it. I mean, why not, right? It's going to be really good. This is garlic, and I'm going to do 2 cloves. There's 1, there's 2. I'm going to put a little bit of thyme in here, dried. If I had fresh, I'd use it, but I don't. So, sue me. It's the big deal. No one's going to mind. Some purist will be pissed off at me for this, but I'm okay with it. Salt and pepper.
Fuck you, purist.
And then some lemon zest. Just zested right in for a little beautiful citrusy hit. Just get most of a small lemon zest in there and mix. Now, look, the proper thing to do would be to dump this out once you've got it all mixed onto some saran and roll it up and then stick it in the fridge and cut it when it's firm and put it on your steak, and to cut it into coins when it's firm and put it on your steak. But it's just gonna melt and I don't really care about that. So I'm gonna leave it like this. And then I'll just take a spoonful that it will have hardened then, stick that on the steak, and it'll be great. But I can tell you how great this is gonna be. The shallot is the shit in this. Fries. Potatoes. Knife. Let's turn these into fries. Or frites. So I'm just gonna cut the ends on both. Then I'm gonna square them up, because squared up is easier to deal with. And then I'm gonna cut this way. I'm gonna make them fairly thin, because that's kind of what I'm feeling like. Beautiful part is, you want them thick, you make them thick. Cooking is what you want, not what I want you to want. I think that actually made sense. And now, like this. Little skin is fine, and when you've done this, pick up the whole handful, bring it over to a bowl of water, put them in, give them a little mush around. We're getting the starch off, and repeat. Let them soak a little bit. I say let them soak 15, 20 minutes, and then we're gonna move on. And after about 15 minutes, they're out of the water and they're dried, as much as we can dry them. Hold for the sound of freedom. And that was a lot of freedom, by the way. It took a long time. Now, these guys can go in. I should do this, because if I try to just drop them, I'm gonna plop oil right up onto my hand. And I don't want that. Let's get these guys in. Hold on, everybody. I think I can do this one batch. And by the way, we're double frying. So these guys are going in for about 3-4 minutes at 3 1/4. Then we'll turn it up. This makes me so happy. So 3 1/4, we give it 3-4 minutes. We don't need color at this point. What we need is to get them going. Then we'll crank the heat, turn it up to 370, and that's when they get their color. And by the way, you could do this in advance. You could do these an hour before, 2 hours before. Just have them ready for their second frying. I like to just give them a little mush with a pair of tongs. All right, so that's where I want them for now. I'm gonna let the grease drip off. I don't like the idea of leaving them in the basket till the temperature gets to 375 again. I worry that they stick. Could be a little anal, it's just me. So give them a little drip, and then I'm gonna take them off, put them on this baking sheet beside me, like that. Spread them out a bit. We turn it up to 370. In the meantime, have we forgotten about something?
This big ass steak?
The big ass steak, I think it's ready. I'll go get that. We can look at it, because it's gonna be pretty. Well, we're gonna make it prettier. And here we go. That's what I just took out of the oven. Now, it's cooked medium rare. It's about 100 1/4 inside. It just is not that pretty, but we're gonna fix that right now, aren't we, boys? So here's what we're gonna give it.
It's bigger than your head, by the way.
It's very big. It's very big. So just a little bit of oil, both sides. Bone's a little warm. There's the little grid pattern. Oh, look at that jiggle. Oh God, it's gonna be good. Wait till you see what we're gonna cook it on. You ready? We're cooking it right there. Up on a Sam the Cooking Guy cast iron pan, upside down. Because with this bone, you can't get it in the pan properly. One side of the steak is gonna be raised up, not touching. And you want everything touching. So here's what we're gonna do. Come over, pan's super hot. Are you ready? And on we go. And we're searing. This is about color, ladies and gentlemen. Color. And if you have a spatula, you can just help give it a little love so it comes in contact perfectly. It's tremendous. We're not gonna go really much more than 45 seconds a minute. Well, let's look what 30 seconds has done, shall we? It's done that. Oh, that side. That crust, that charring, that's flavor, that's texture. That's what I want.
Oh, we got a flame!
We got a flame.
What the hell happened there?
We got oil over the edge. That's okay. I'm happy with this. Let's just get some of this fat rendered, like that. And that's why you do this outside. I hope your camera up there, Max, is not gonna burn up. Wow. All right, let's take it off. Put it back onto our pan. So gorgeous. Bring it over. Let's actually set it down right there. And do you remember our butter? This garlic, shallot, thyme, rosemary, lemon zest, and we cover. Just loosely. While that sits, we finish our fries. All right, here we go. We're back with our first cooked fries, now into 370. Right, and they're in there just until they're beautifully golden brown. Here's what happens. Max hates this bowl, but it is what it is. Of course they're gonna get salt, because that's important. They're gonna get some parsley, because that's important. They're gonna get a bunch of fresh Parmesan, because this is very important. How gorgeous is this? It's like snow. Gets a little bit of garlic powder, like that, and then finally, a few good drizzles of truffle oil. And this gets mixed. And you know why I'm tossing them like this?
Because you like it?
Because my tongs are inside and I didn't want to stop to get them.
That tracks.
And finally, some pepper. And then you do this move. You get your foil off. You look at the gorgeous melting garlic shallot butter. You take your frites and you put a big ass pile of them right there. You eat one on the way out and you celebrate the deliciousness of what you've created. Should we have a look at how we've done inside?
Yes.
You know, I always worry about this. Well, not the way that cut. I shouldn't worry too much about it. Snap, 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 snap. And then, that's what I want. That's how I should bring it to the table like that. Holy shit. So, if you do this, wow, look at this. That's just straight gorgeous. And the flavor in here. Should we have a little taste, lads? Uno, dos, meat. Reverse sear is the key. What else is the key is a good sear. The inside is like butter, but the outside has that crust on it. That came from the cast iron. Undeniably delicious, but the combination of the butter with the shallot and the garlic and the little thyme and the rosemary's tremendous. And then these guys. Chance, have a couple fries. The truffle. The key is don't go crazy with truffle. You can absolutely overdo it, and you don't want to overdo it. You want it to be a subtle subnote. Steak frites, boy. Reverse sear, you cannot F it up. Maybe I know a couple people that could, but you cannot F it up. You gotta do this. Thanks for hanging with us. We got some steak and frites to eat.